should be live and stable by now. So, hello everyone, welcome to New Horizons Race League Division 1, round 4 of the championship. We're here in the Azerbaijan capital of Baku. Alongside me, Gamey Things, how are we? And, yeah, what are your opinions on the street circuit?
First of all, I am good, and from sounds like you are too. As for Baku itself, obviously, like I said at the end of the Monaco stream, a much better street circuit in my opinion. But to be honest, if track record serves us correctly, oh boy, this is going to be a smash fest.
It may well be a smash fest, and all the drivers have been warned, especially after last week, that I know that Monaco can be difficult and it being so tight. Baku is basically the same but at much higher speed, so I've said it in the stewards report and I'll say it now, everyone please be a bit more respectful, because driving standard is not particularly impressive by the majority of the grid.
Whoa!
But, yeah guys, just please try and be careful.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Tamer. Where's that happening?
Yeah.
Is he punting him off at turn? Is that turn 1, turn 2? Turn 1.
It was turn 1 pretty much. What happened was MTJ was the first person to start his flying laps, and when he swung around the first corner, Tamer was just there in the middle of the road in the way. So
very interesting. Unfortunate for Tamer, because he's pretty handy behind the wheel, but I'm not sure. I hope that wasn't intentional, but either way, it's happened, and he'll start 5 places lower than what he really should be. See, it was one of the blue cars that were coming through, and because there's that many of them, I don't actually know who's leading the pack. Is anyone?
Well, I'm currently following Georgie.
Are the McLarens on flying laps?
Yeah, they are.
So George should be the first person. Valen has joined. Your Alfa Romeo awaits you, my friend. Fingers crossed, full grid then. I swear have we had a full grid around Baku before? If we have, it's been a very long time.
If we did, it wasn't a full grid for long.
I don't know why. I think something tells me season 2 in Baku was our first ever full grid.
Mm.
139.6. I wish I could say that was a good time, but not 100% sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I need to start.
Oh, there's an all-representative one.
Right, I'm gonna run ball with Echo to the line. Jamie Morris going pole, 38.6. It's a good benchmark though. We've got one of the Mercs coming through. That is Blue, filling in for Taze Leroy, who's having, well, I think his family having internet issues at the minute, so we're struggling to get online. Luke Beck, where is he? He's in the Aston. To the line. 41.6, definitely time left on the table with that one.
Definitely.
Even by medium standards, he could go about a second quicker. One of the Ferraris coming through, is that Reservoir?
Yeah, that.
He is invalid though, he might come into box. Yeah, he is. Is that another Red Bull, or is that a Williams coming through turn 15? That is Ninja, who's on an out lap. McLarens again, they'll be coming in on in-laps.
King David's on a lap, but he just had to overtake him and the McLaren at the castle.
So he had a cheeky little slipstream going into turn 15. Very stable through there, he didn't really chuck it through. I hope he's not scrubbed off too much of his speed. I kind of love these turns because it really proves he's set up the car properly, because I know the rear end, even after all these patch updates to handling, it is still a bit of a beast to try and go through there flat out in quali trim with your ERS whacked all the way up. But to line for King David, it's P6 on 40.6.
What would you say is a competitive time around the track?
Definitely sub 39s.
Well, I only got one of them so far.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyone who can get into 39s, I think, yeah, Blue's just gone 39.6. That is on the softs. Let's get a graphic up, see what tyres people are on. If anything, might as well just wait for these guys to get their times on the board. They're about where I'd expect them to be.
Oh!
Yeah, you see that from Ninja?
Yeah, he kind of clipped the castle section.
Yeah, it's just, his car's fine, surprisingly. That was a pretty big whack on the front wing. But I think he has backed off. Is that another one of the Alpines, or is that would be DXS on his way, or either DXS or King David? Is one of the Hasses? It can only be one of the Hasses behind Ninja. I will ride on board with Tamer when he is further around his lap, but I'm going to stick on board with DXS if he is going to be going for a flying lap.
Akin and Antics are literally following each other, and they'll cross the line and next to each other. And no, screw that. Antics nearly lost it to me. Nearly lost it, and at the end of sector 2, Jesus.
Yeah, just trying to see, because Antics, a Division 2 reserve driver, he is in the Red Bull, so I need to see where he is. Is he going down like the main straight?
Yeah, he's getting a toe off onto the Ferrari.
Fair enough. Let's see where he goes.
Hello, Akin.
Oh, Akin, 39.5. Good job, mate. DXS has just gone purple sector 1.
Oh, well, hello there. Now, here's the thing, in this game I've learned I don't trust that.
I only really take it seriously unless if it's like purple sector 2 as well. So we'll see if he can keep it up.
No, but personally, I think this game will always bring up purple for you if you haven't set a time yet.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, DXS is still carrying a lot of speed.
But that's not purple,
No, he's got a similar, like, Ayrton Senna themed helmet.
Oh, I see that, nice.
That's left, right. Car stable as you want it. Right to line. DRS open now. No, yeah, that's definitely not going to be pole. P12.
Nope.
Right, back down with Tamer.
That is a nope moment.
Tamer could seriously improve here.
Here we go.
38. Oh, 39 flat. Oh, he'll be kicking himself for that. Unless if
well,
I don't know if I know that him and Phelan get on quite well. I don't know if Phelan's still in the lobby. If he is, he's not taking control of his car. But these might want to be giving each other toes, because I think the toe. How much can you gain? At least half a second down that main straight, I think.
The toe is very mighty here.
Right.
I would say it's as mighty as it is in Italy and Spa.
I think there are more opportunities to have toes around Spa, and considering that the Kemmel Straight is that quick anyway, I'd expect it. What I'm trying to say is, I think you can get more of a toe. There's more time to find around places like Spa and Monza, because you've got more high-speed straights. Around Baku, yeah, it's very high speed, but it's only really in 2 straights, and it's both of the DRS zones where that pace is going to come from.
Here's Razafy across the line.
P4, oh, really good showing from Ferrari.
Now,
DXS, is he going again? No, I think he might be on a
Ninja started the lap.
At least help his teammate, because King David's about to start his lap. Just ride and board with King David.
Morris is going slightly quicker.
Oh yeah, where is he? Is he actually on the flyer?
Yeah, he's on the main straight.
Yeah, let me just see. It's only marginal.
He's keeping to the left. He's keeping to the left. He's going to pit. No, he's not pitting. I'm back to the line.
Actually, did hit the wall there. Yeah, everyone apparently hitting the pit wall will save you about 2 tenths. Yeah, it's good job from Jamie.
King David in the first split was at 40 off his personal best.
Yeah, as he won the Mercedes that would be blue. I think he's just started another lap as well. I fear DJ has run out of fuel. That Williams has grinded to a halt.
Lovely.
Anyway, Ninja, still not yet set a time.
This game.
I hope this goes better than I think it was last season. He actually got held up like 3 times. He could not get a lap in because of traffic.
Well, I don't see him. Oh, hello, King David. That's the purple section too. Hang on.
Oh, hang on. Ninja P2, 38.8. Really, really good. Where's King David? 11. Oh, he's 1.2 up.
This might push him
about
up
39.5.
the 39 area.
A top 5 is waiting for him. And it's P4.
No, that's off.
Yeah, 1.4 seconds. That's about where I'd expect him to be. It's so good. Pitch having what looks to be more than just traction issues.
Blue is about to get an amazing tow across the straight.
Oh yeah, hang on. Sorry about the spam with the camera, guys, but I'm just trying to get to the guys as quick as I can. Oh god, hit my mic. Right, DRS open. It is. Probably a little whisper for tow. Will it be enough though? It's only P5.
Well, he's in the top 5 at least.
Yeah, but look how tight that is though. If he gains like 2 tenths, yeah, P3. I find it really hard to believe that Blue has to find almost a second if he wanted pole. One of the Astons are coming through. Luke Beck is half a second up.
That will push him into the 39s easily.
Yeah, and I still need Pitch Black to set a time on the board.
There's quite a train going on. Oh, he's pitted. There's quite a train on the main straight now. For people about to start laps. Oh, clever!
Right, hang on, I've got Adams.
Hey up, Charlie's gone P3!
Where's he even hiding that pace from? Pitch Black though is, again, it's a nice showing from AlphaTauri. I didn't expect Pitch to be in the top 10. I don't, yeah?
Look at the tactics the Red Bulls are doing.
Oh, they're giving each other a tow. Where are they on track?
They've just started the lap.
So let me know if there's going to be anyone who's going to be improving.
I'll keep an eye on the Bulls. Okay, it's improved, and so is in the F1 Is anyone going to beat Norris's time?
I highly doubt it, unless if the Williams pair at the very last minute decide that they do want to work together and try and give each other a tow.
I don't know, maybe we could have. Oh, that is a brilliant time up. Both Red Bulls are absolutely smashing this.
Yeah, F1 8 tenths up, but yeah, I'd need to see an improvement of nearly 2 seconds if he's going to make his way into the top 10. Pitch giving me a cheeky little slipstream. Probably
Echo
not
goes.
intentionally.
Echo 11.
F1 V13.
That is
to be fair, for
expected.
Echo, that could be a bit of the strategy gamble because, you know, you're basically the first car on the grid that's got the freshest set of tyres.
Oh, Pitch Black is in the bits.
Yeah, one of Ferraris just came and set a lap. And DJ, MDJ 1.6 seconds up.
Let someone know. Oh, hello, team has found more pace.
Yeah, I can see him on the mini-map. I'll see where he is. Congdon has retired in the pit lane.
This should probably be if it's top 3 this.
P12. Right, Tamer, where are you, mate? He is about a 10th up. Could be.
He may push for top 3.
Could be on the front row. P3.
No. All the laps are heating up now.
Right, who's going to be next? One of the McLarens. They're on outlaps. We've got too much blue.
Now, Ratify is up by a second. I think we should keep an eye on Ratify here.
Yeah, right on board with them now.
Brilliant tail for the Red Bull also. This could push it, Connor.
Yeah, could push him further up. I'm not sure if he's really going to be on pole. But P2,
Second.
look
Look
at
the difference.
Yeah, that is that's very close. That's really, really good from Reservoir. Alright, Red Bull, Echo, you're boxing.
Well,
Is Jamie...
Ross just crashed at the castle. Oh, he's been hit also. Echo's out also. Oh, right, it's a pile up at the castle.
For God's sake. Well, it's a bit too late to red flag quali.
Oh, there's another one. Well, this is what we get. We wanted more realism with the ghosting off. This is the result.
Yeah, certainly here by popular demand as well. But Blue weren't expecting that. So King David's done well to get himself in P6 for the start. Is George pushing? Indeed he is. Actually, there's an Aston about across the line. No, not much pace left in that. Hakim is not set to improve. George might see a split. He's up by a 10th. Spawn bothered him to the line.
That could improve his position by at least one. But he has got a tail for Ferrari.
Hakim needs to move out of the way because he's in front of George and he's basically giving him a tow.
There we go.
See if it was enough. And it was.
Yep.
By about a 10th as well.
And that was probably from that to toe.
Yeah. Right, car's up 7 tenths, although his car is grinding to a halt. P16.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Resfire needing to cross the line, and Hakim needs to retire his car when it's in the pit lane.
So I'm looking at the grid, Connor, and obviously we were saying that if Norris could be challenged, and which you said he wouldn't, but he nearly did get picked, not by a lot though, so he still has pole position. But I would say the shock result is MDJ down in 12th.
Yeah, quite shocking really. I know that Jamie had this pace, but I've hardly seen him on this game at all, so I am finding it hard to take in. Look at that 11 thousandths, and yeah, just a reminder of Tamer's 5-place grid penalty. So he'll be starting 8th, I believe. Yep, P8. Right, your top three then. Jamie Morris, pole position for Alfa Romeo, filling in for Shifters Merckx, who's not here today. Reservoir P2 for Ferrari. Ferrari's first front row start of the season. Tamer in P3, but it will be a SHR Ninja ahead in the second row for Williams come the start of the race.
A good thing I should point out, Connor, yeah, with the top 10 is that in 10th place Matt Hakim, he qualified on the mediums, so that'll be interesting.
You say who's that? Sorry, you said qualified in the mediums.
If I'm saying it right,
I think he's
Singaporean.
Yeah, I think he might have dropped down to P11, so it's not really going to matter too much. Someone beat Jamie's now.
So our reserve has just managed to put on pole.
Well, you don't know, guys. It could be a Lewis Hamilton situation if Jamie forgets where his brake pedal is.
Yes.
To be fair, I also think it would have been a hell of a show if Jamie would start from the back. Jamie hacking. I can get the stewards to investigate if he is running some sort of illegal setup, or if he's exploiting the game. Wait, yeah, that's the point. How many of the guys have tried the esports line going through turn 15? Just absolutely mounting the curve. I didn't notice Jamie doing it, but he was just setting in times as and when he was. We weren't really following along.
Wait, turn 15, which is that?
You know, like out the castle, you got the sort of two fast left-handers. Then it's the very heavy braking zone, and yeah, it's where Perez binned it before. Like basically wrote off his Force India at the time.
Oh, is that the corner where also Vettel bumped Hamilton's wheels?
Yeah, I think I'll show you where it is. Wait, blue and pitch have been disqualified already. Right, full grid rundown then. Jamie Morris pole position for Alfa Romeo, Rezify P2 for Ferrari, S-Char Ninja P3 hoping to get some redemption after his DNF last time out in Monaco. Charlie Congdon underrated qualifying performance P4 for AlphaTauri, King David P5 for Alpine, Blue filling in for Teo Zero today, who unfortunately can't be here due to internet issues beyond his control. Pitch Black P7 for AlphaTauri, really good showing from AlphaTauri, proving to be the dominant pairing of the teammates at the moment. Tame, after his 5-place penalty, will start P8, and George qualified P9 for McLaren. Hakim start P10. Yeah, these are going to be a U set of mediums then for the Ferrari driver. Eckermeister P11 in the Red Bull. MDJ, I have no idea where his qualifying pace gone, but I know his race pace is better. Like I said, P12 for the Williams. J Marsh P13 for McLaren. F1 Antics filling in for Twonk today, who unfortunately can't be here. Luke Beck filling in for Ecos Cameron, who isn't here either. Eckermeister Span coming out of turn 15, by the way. Carp's also filling in for Roll. Again, not really sure what the original Aston lineup are doing, but nice of the Div 2 lot stepping in reserve. DXS on his Season 6 debut for Nhrl, ex-Division 2 champion from a couple of seasons ago. Starts P17 for Alpine. Turbo Games, after his qualifying ban for causing a collision with King David in Monaco, starts P18. And Cameron, after spinning Turbo out back in the Chinese Grand Prix, able to serve his quali ban after he wasn't available to attend for Monaco.
Wait, I just thought that turn 15, how's the whole esports line you're on about? That's a really steep curve to go over.
Yeah, but if you nail it, you can gain about half a second.
Jesus Christ.
You also need a very high ride height.
Oh, fair enough. Anyway, well, here we go, they're lined up on the grid, we're waiting. Here we go, it's time, because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
Lights out and away we anti-stall. Wait for the lights, come on.
Come on.
There they go, they're off.
Then away we go! Oh, Jamie got the perfect start there.
A little bit of a cluster in the midfield, but fairly clean turn 1.
Fairly. But turn 2 is normally a different story. Is that clean?
Yeah, that's actually very clean. Yeah, Ninja been able to jump Rezify. He's already trying to chase down Jamie, and the timing things are all gone horrid, so I don't know who's fighting who, but I'm going to run on board with Blue. It's just being overtaken by George, and under threat from Hakim. Hakim on medium tyres dropping back a place.
Whoa, there's a big moment there between Turbo and DBX, I think. It looks like Cameron overtaken both. But DBX is going to try and get the position back off Turbo.
Let's have a look what's happened down at the back of the grid. I think DXS will be able to pull away. Like you can see, like you can tell they're really cautious. I think some of the guys have done that many Baku races that it's not really worth just trying to send it and smash it in on the first lap. That is Cameron overtaking Luke Beck. Try and chase down Jay Marsh now. I've seen Tamer as well. Tamer's making up quite a few places. I'll head on board with him as they come through the next lap. Oh, that's a good overtake there from Cameron, taking Jay Marsh on at that corner. I think Echo has scraped the wall. Yeah, the end plate has gone on the Red Bull. He is unfortunately going to have to box. I know it's only an end plate, but you lose a hell of a lot of time with any amount of wing damage. Does he get it stopped? Indeed he does. So far, yeah, him and Jay Marsh coming into the box. I don't see any damage on the McLaren. Yeah, basically everyone at the back of the grid, they're all coming in. I don't know why.
So I can probably officially say this. Oh, there's a bit of problem. Yeah,
oh,
that's
is that George? Oh, how's his span going through turn 2?
Is he flipped maybe?
See if he would have had any damage from that. Car looks okay, I guess. I'm just going to head back up with Tamer because he's actually in the perfect position of heading the midfield but also on the fringes of the podium, so I want to see how much time we can make up.
Right, can we just, can I just point something out by the way, Connor?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if this is the first time this has happened, but did we just go through the entire first lap of Baku in this league with no retirements?
Well, to be fair, I'm amazed we were on lap 2 and no one's retired. I'm not all that surprised that some people have ended up in the pits, but not everyone actually retired. Yeah, I'm going to say Blue falling victim to turn 15. So I'm board with George, so what happened? VSC, no full safety car just yet.
So that happened as soon as we were talking, as soon as you were saying that I'm surprised for people we still have a full grid on lap 2. That happened like we were saying that, God damn it.
It's his luck though, isn't it? Commentators curse and all of that.
Oh, this might be cheeky.
Anyway guys, I can see there's a lot of you in the chat. Let me know by popular demand who you want me to ride on board with. Actually, I'm just going to ride on board with Jamie Morris just to see how he gets away with hacking the VSC restart. I'll say that, he's probably going to get a drive-through. Pretty long VSC to be honest. It was only... That was from Blues DNF, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a long VSC to get a car removed.
I mean, the car's no longer there, it's not on the track.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, we don't get the warning to say when the VSC is ending, but Ninja's gained a lot of time. I think Turbo's had a moment down at turn 1. Yeah, he's just gone for a spin. The Reservoir still staying in contention, but like I said, barely on the fringes of DRS, which should be enabled this lap. DRS is enabled, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it flash up.
That looks like Luke Beck gone into the turn 3 runoff.
Now, Ninja could do it here.
Really could. Double check the ERS. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be very high, but Ninja having to use a lot of his ERS just to stay in contention at the moment. Ooh. Let's have a look. Yep. The guys are going to have plenty of time to spot. Oh, that's a heavy impact there for Reservoir. He's actually spanned himself around. Another VSC. Ninja did that in the perfect timing.
Oh, by the way, I watched that happen. By the way.
Yeah, did you just go through in the back end, stepped out or something?
Yeah, so I was actually following that fight between Ninja and Morris, and I had the perfect camera, because Cameron's actually perfect. When he went round back to that final turn, his back end just went, nope. Which, to be fair, it's quite easy to do.
Yeah, it's easy to do. It's just a shame that happened to Resfire because Ferrari really need these points at the minute. They've got a hell of a lineup. Like basically the runner-up of Division 2 last season and the reigning Div 2 champion in the same team, and they're struggling to finish higher than 5th.
It's just the quality of the competition.
Yeah, I think that I really don't want to say it, but could Hakim's podium he got in Monaco, was that really a fluke just because of the amount of DNFs that happened? But at the same time, I know that the competition is that tight. Like we saw in quali, about half a second could determine whether you're on the second row of the grid or outside the top 10.
Yeah, that's Nhrl, we're off again.
But I really want to run board with MDJ because he qualified P12. He's now in P6 by lap 4.
Huzzah.
See how quickly he can dispose of the Haas ahead of him. Is he under attack from behind? He's got a decent gap to hack him. Oh, you get chills sometimes watching these guys go through that left right. The rear end's barely sticking at all to the road.
I think I'm going to make a move here.
Tamer in the box. Those softs really dead like this quickly.
Mercedes on Red Bull, and yep, there you go. Cameron is through 100.
See what Tamer's going on to. He's going for a set of mediums. I wish him all the best with that bold strategy call. Going to head back up to the front because Ninja and Jamie are fighting, but Charlie has joined the fray now since Rosefire's DNF.
I can definitely say it's a four-way also with King David.
I believe that's what they call an orgy. No, I'm just going to scrap that. No, I didn't expect Charlie to have this much pace around Baku. Also, people who could be coming up from the midfield, still got my eye on Cameron a bit. He's, like, again, started literally 19th and carrying the flag for Mercedes at the minute. Still the current championship leader, but I don't know. I don't even think if, let's say, even if Ninja won the race, that Cameron would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cameron will still be leading the championship. If anything, he'll be extending his lead because Taze Leroy isn't here today.
Everything's getting quite tight.
Yeah, it's tight. I want to run Bottle Cam and see if he can gain on carps down the long DRS straight, but could you also keep an eye on like the top 5, see if there's any moves that could be happening? I don't know if Jamie is in a position to retake P1.
I personally think it's just a matter of train at this point. But they are saying fast as well.
Cameron is coming. Is he going to run out of straight though? He's going to try it. On the outside, he's cleared him. That's a ballsy overtake, to be honest.
Okay, this may be an issue, Oh, here we go! Nice has got him!
Ninja, you should just stay to the right, mate.
Yeah, but now he can get him back on the main straight.
They're on the softs, so level playing field for them. Oh, tank up there from Ninja.
This four-way fight has turned more to like 2 pairs of fights.
Yeah, I'm on board with King David now. I think, again, he might be in a position. King David is probably one of the most unlucky drivers of this season. I mean, involved in a collision with Turbo at Monaco, basically cost him the podium, but also a few silly little mistakes, but they've been enough to cost him the podium. Like, he's in P4 again, doesn't have a penalty yet, but he's in that position to put Charlie under a little bit of pressure. He's not applying his overtake. He could make life a hell of a lot easier for himself.
Even though he might have already get done.
I think one of the Astons has spun again. That's Luke.
No, well played.
He's got another DRS straight, so if he can clear him now, he's a bit of overtake. But yeah, King David, use your overtake, mate. Like Charlie's hardly got anything. Lespi's trying to bide his time, but at this point, I'd say King David's just being held up.
Oh, Hacken!
Yep. Charlie's backing King David up into Hakim, and if this keeps up as well, then MDJ won't be too far away from this fight.
No, it's only 2 seconds.
They're very tight for the final spot of the podium. But yeah, as well with Blue DNFing in the Mercedes, it's going to bring the Williams guys a healthy amount of points today. Like Cameron bring what, 6 points? And 18 plus 8, 26 points as it stands for Williams. So yeah, even if they miss the first race of the season, they're still proving that they're a force to be reckoned with.
Here we go on the main straight with a battle for first.
Yeah, I don't think it's a battle for first. You should be watching, because yeah, Charlie with not a lot of ERS, but Atkins having a look at King David now. He says, "Screw this, mate. I'm making moves here." He's coming through. He's overtaking the Alpine, and Charlie in the box.
So he's a Ninja.
Yeah, I'm going to say lap 7, sorry, end of lap 7, that would have been the soft pit stop window anyway. Now it's the medium runners to try and extend the leads.
I see that Tamer's getting pressured by Antics.
Alright, Tamer, let's have a look. Can Tamer fend off one of the most average people in Division 2? I don't mean that to be horrible, but to be fair, F1 Antics has come a long way since his debut of spinning in the early parts of Season 5, and he's actually scoring top 5s now in Division 2. He's really improving his race pace at least.
Cameron wants to get past King David.
I'll ride on board with them once I know they're well clear of that little castle section. I'll ride on board with them when they go through turn 15. So
he's going to take before turn 15. He's got him.
Yeah, Cameron not messing about. He knows that he has a chance, so yeah, might as well take it. What I do want to say as well, because Jamie has stayed out another lap, that could prove a little bit costly, because Ninja has gone to the hard tyres. I do believe that from lap 8 onwards, the hards can carry you to the end. So if Jamie's not careful, he's going to bring himself back out into traffic. He's in. Right, see if he's definitely going to go for a set of hards. All I need to see is what tyres Alpha and Mayo have got ready for him. Is that a set of hards?
Yes.
Yes, it is, and a front wing change. Don't know if that was planned, so I'm assuming now Ninja is the net leader of the race until the medium runners make their inevitable pit stop. If anything, yeah, medium runners can go up to about lap 12 to 14, I believe, is their pit window. But with Jamie back out on track, he's got Charlie for traffic, but he's got Pitch Black behind him, giving him a little bit of a hard time. They're all on the same tyre now, so just down to pure talent, really.
And look.
Oh, Pitch wanted to do some drifting through turn 5. Tamer. Oh,
No!
oh my god, no. Oh my god.
No!
Safety car.
God. Oh god.
Yeah, guy, pile. Yeah, there's a pile at the
out.
castle. Yeah, I've
Ninja's
seen that.
out.
5 second penalty collision with Ninja. That could be removed for you, F1 Antics.
So, Morris's main opponent has just crashed out the race.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate habit that Ninja has, but I can't really comment on whose fault that was. I don't even know who was ahead at the time.
I think he may have been put off by him taking us in the next car when it crashed and avoiding it. He just
Well, this is perfect then for the medium runners, because they can have their cheap pit stop now, as long as they were far ahead enough to make their stops. Hakim has stayed out. Cameron has came in. 16 laps on hards, easy, absolutely easy.
That's a big mistake by Hakim.
Yeah, Cameron definitely confirmed P2. Essentially, he's now the net leader of the race. Like I said, Hakim still needs to come in and box. Did Hakim have enough time to react to that safety car?
Oh yeah, he did.
It's quite bizarre.
I think he's playing some different games. Unless he like thought like no, it'll be fine. Then immediately when he like missed, he's like, ah crap, this is a mistake, because I've done that type of reaction before.
Right, since we're at the safety car period, let's have a look at biggest winners and losers. Is that... there we go. Cameron up 17 places after starting dead last on the grid. Safety car has really saved him today. Other good drives, MDJ up 6 places, Carps up 8 places in the points for Aston Martin. Even Hakim himself up 9 places, but inevitably will drop down again. Overall biggest loser being Reservoir down 16, but Pitch and Jamie still in a little bit of limbo at the minute. I think he definitely should have pitted that lap earlier. Pitch getting a 3-second penalty, which I'm assuming is very well deserved if you're trying to do the esports line behind the safety car.
He's only just gotten to turn 15.
How's he cut a corner then? Unless it turns.
I think it happened.
No, it's that corner, that left-hander at the exit of the castle. That can be quite annoying on track limits.
Who thought the castle section was a good idea?
Herman Tilke, by the looks of it, because I don't know if you've seen all the... You know, when he has to design a street circuit, he has like 3 to 5 different layouts of what it could be. The castle section was always there. He saw that and he thought, that's a good idea. To be fair, it is like challenging, but, you know, incredibly dangerous.
Did he just pick it because like this? We have a castle here. If we don't use it, it'll be the biggest mistake ever.
It was an opportunity for a signature corner, which there's nothing like it on the F1 calendar.
It's a legit castle wall.
It's not as difficult as people think it is, because you are at a very low speed when you're trying to drive through it. But the challenge comes if you've got another driver trying to pick it up the inside, in which case feel free to laugh at them because they're bloody idiot if you're trying that.
No offense, if anyone tried that, you're both out.
Oh wait, you should have seen it in a race in another league. I mean it, I've seen people go 5 wide into that castle before. You don't think it's possible, but believe me, it is. And trust me, only 3 people came out of it.
I imagine so, you can only fit like 2 or 3.
Well, apparently the track is... It's 6 metres wide at its narrowest point. F1 car, 2 metres... Yeah, you can apparently fit 3 F1 cars through there at the same time. Which in the same league, in the same race, I also saw 3 people go through there, 3 wide, into the entry of the castle, and obviously only 2 of them come out of it, and only 1 of them got away without damage.
What the hell?
Yeah, it does raise some questions. You can tell who's a little bit special around the castle section. Right, safety car should be in this lap. I think Luke Becker's going to have plenty of time to catch up to the field. If anything, they are there.
Is it going in?
Yeah, just waiting on Turbo. I mean, DXS is already there. They're basically with the pack. Yeah, it goes off pretty much where the DRS activation line is. Turbo, mate. How have you done that?
He's crashed in that corner.
Might have been why.
Where the Ferrari lost it.
Well, we're down to 14. And still
better than
got
we used to.
15 laps to go. Literally not even halfway through the race yet.
Yeah, but it's, only 5 people. That's an improvement of what we've seen throughout the seasons.
Yeah, but people shouldn't be retiring or getting penalties under the safety car. That's what when I start to panic.
Okay, it should definitely come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, if anything, there's no reason why it couldn't come in the lap before. But since we are at this bit of a quiet period waiting for them to get racing, any personal experiences or notable memories you've had around here in any races, Gamey?
Yeah, I think, oh jeez. Well, I've always liked this track. That's no secret, mainly, and one of the fondest memories I have at Baku is when I raced in another league. It was after being there for God knows how many seasons. Yeah, I finally got my first ever win around this track.
I'm trying to remember where I had my first win. Oh yeah, it was in this league back in season 2 at Australia. I've won Baku before, like once I think. I'm just trying to remember if I've won it twice. I don't think I have.
Yeah, I have like won like more than one in that previously, but yeah, this was where my first ever one came.
Anyway, it's not. I don't really think it's about how quick you are around Baku, because there's a lot of luck, especially with the safety cars.
Oh yeah, I was lucky.
Because I compared my win, because I was probably the 8th quickest driver on the day of that league, but they, you know, just the opportunity of being on the right tyre at the right time at the safety car restart. Like, I came in pitted, all safety cars come out then, all the leaders, championship leaders, come in and replace the tyres. So whenever you win around here, it's basically like you've hit the jackpot, which I'm assuming is what Cameron's going to be feeling if the sooner he can dispose of that Ferrari. Is going to, and Hakim has gone as they all try and go single file again. Right, green flag back in Baku.
I don't expect him Hakim hold on long. Oh, that's an Alpine diving, and it worked.
Jamie all over the back. Cameron as well, King David in the rear of the Alfa Romeo. Charlie's just had to give the position back to Jamie there for possibly an illegal overtake.
And that's a little overtake, and King David has got past Charlie.
Oh, he's not passed him yet. There we go, I think he's passed him now.
Oh, guys, it's an absolute cluster.
Oh, Carps has been spammed.
That's an accident! To be fair, that was only going one way.
Unfortunately for Carps, it was the wrong way.
Exactly.
Let's have a look at his damage. He shouldn't.
Oh, that's gonna be tricky if he does that. Oh, antics. That was interesting. It was fair, but interesting.
Yeah, they've all made it through the castle another time without incident. I might stay on board with DXS. It's the closest fight on track.
Even though I'm half expecting Hacken to be absolutely minced.
Oh, F1 antics.
Oh, he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall.
He's got no damage. What the hell? Lies.
What
this
the
game
hell?
is lying. He's absolutely clattered that wall.
Here we go for the race lead.
Probably definitely got line damage.
Oh, there's a crash! Echo's crashed!
Yeah, I only just saw the aftermath of that. The front wing's still flying down the straight. Safety car again. This is where it might be worth...
Pitch back penalty.
Pitch... What is it, mate? I could probably have it removed for him.
Yeah, that
get
penalty.
that stopped.
Yeah,
Right, definitely a pit opportunity to change tyres. I think Hakim, he's got a pit for the safety car now. I don't expect it to be out for the same 3-4 laps or however long it was at before, because they are still quite close together. It will depend if any of the guys pit. So, Atlantic, Luke, Pitch, Carps, they're all pitting. And,
Oh yeah, he's hacking these two.
Yeah, they've all gone in. Thing is, these guys can take the mediums to the end now. Mediums from this point will make the end of the race, but Hakim hasn't even made a pit stop, like, at all. He started on these mediums, so it must feel horrible. Like, I mean, credit for taking them so far, but you might have missed your opportunity to maintain a podium position.
Right, his chance for a podium literally him at left when he didn't pit under the first safety car.
I would just hope for his sake that he's not going to get a puncture at like safety car speed. And it's going to help the guys in the hard tyre at the minute because they can, well, I guess they can look after them, but there is a faster option available. It's called the mediums. Unless they do want to gamble, stay out in the hards, and if there's a safety car after lap 18, I think, then the softs can go to the end.
Okay, so we're expecting that Ferrari to pull to the left.
Yeah, he kind of has to, otherwise he's just costing himself time, safety car or not.
Is he? No, he's not. He's not doing it.
He is. He is. Very last minute. David in as well. Anyone else? Are the McLarens come in? No, they don't need to come in. The 2 positions for them. It's a softs for Hakim. Those softs aren't going to make it. I mean, they might,
they do,
but
though,
they're going to be horrible. He needs to watch his back end through that the final 2 corners.
Horrible would not be the right word to describe it.
Oh, there is a word I want to use, but there's family members watching the stream. But I think King David's definitely made the right call. He's definitely going to have an advantage on all of the top 5 by the looks of it. Yeah, potentially a really healthy haul of points for Alpine today. DXS, like, coming as far down as he has, and all the luck is just pointing in his way for P5 at the moment. Has he definitely made a stop? Yeah, he has. Those are only 4 laps. So yeah, those mediums should be able to go to the end.
Now, I suppose maybe since we're under the safety car, I suppose that would help Hakim in terms of how long he can last on the reds.
Yeah, help a bit. I think in terms of like a usable, raceable amount of tread that's on that tyre, 7 to 8 laps, I'm pretty sure they can go about maybe, I don't know, 12 laps maximum, but why risk the puncture? I hope we're not going to be waiting for very long. We've got to wait for Carps to catch up. Safety car staying out for one more. If anything, this is really going to start helping Hakim.
Now the other big question is, are we going to see a full-on fight for the win here between Norris and Cameron? Or is one just going to pull them away?
I'm already trying to have a look at the yeah, some of the incidents are already popping in. I have to say, like, regardless of how people are feeling today, this is still a lot better than Monaco.
Well, but keep that sentiment to yourself for a bit longer. We still have 10 laps.
We've got 10 laps. We've still got 13 cars on the grid. Monaco, we had like.
A record.
Yeah, well, Monaco, we had like 9, or technically 8 cars left, and we're only about like halfway through the race. I know there's less laps around Baku, but it's definitely better. It's a better race at least, because I still don't know who's going to win this. I reckon any one of the top 5 could win it, and anyone in the top 10 could get the podium.
To be fair though, it is definitely safe to say that so far Cameron and MDJ have been absolutely amazing to consider where they started.
Yeah.
Anyway, safe to go in.
Yeah, I've just realised, I think Pitch Black has actually, I don't know if he's had 2 5-second penalties, but the cap on the penalty removal, if these unfair 5-second penalties we get, we do remove them, but it's only capped to 10 seconds to stop people really getting an advantage out of something like this.
Alright, when is Cameron going to release it?
As late as he possibly can.
And that's the line.
Oh no,
it's
now.
He's pulled it!
Right.
And that's the win! Catch Cameron off guard!
Yeah.
Tell him I'm sorry.
And again, that's DXS having a move on Charlie, backs out of it. DJ open to P3. He's trying to put Charlie up already. I don't think Charlie's kept a lot of temperature in his tyres, because DXS has got a hell of a lot of pace behind him, and these two have already come to blows before in Nhrl history. Title back in season 5.
That's a dive.
Season 4.
Oh, there was a touchdown. They're still together. But DX has made it through.
Go.
Meanwhile, Hacken, obviously on those fresh reds, is charging.
Yeah, King David looking like he's
taken.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lunge there for King David, but hey, it's worked. It should be. I reckon. Well, King David and Hacken definitely have the pace to clear the McLaren.
Well,
I think King David is almost on match with Charlie's pace. Oh, I see yellow. I think George has had an issue at the back.
Oh, his wings came flying off.
Oh, Pitch. That's
Whoa!
Pitch, control your car, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's no front wing on the AlphaTauri, but
oh!
Please don't be a safety car. Please don't be a safety car. Please don't be a safety car.
Oh, hello! TBX is going to take... Yes, he has!
Yeah, well, that's crucial. Like I said, DXS on the medium tyres, definitely making them work. Don't know if he's going to have the pace to catch down Jamie or Cameron, though. However, they are on the hard tyre. Not impossible, but he's going to have to drive like a bloody lion or something to make it work.
Like a lion.
I don't know, man. Oh no, mate! That was very silly.
That was stupid.
Oh my god.
I think that was definitely the definition of outbreaking.
Desperation as well. Thing is, if MDJ's got damage to his floor, that could be an even bigger penalty heading King David's way. I know no one means to cause any harm to the guys, but you can't ignore actions like that. If anything from that, I'm amazed that King David still has a front wing. Hakim is World Tour Carps. I knew something good would come back for Carps after being spun at the previous safety car restart, but the soft tyres proving the worth on the Ferrari. I'm going to stay with Charlie. So, I think him and DJ could have a little bit of a scrap.
Man, Morris is just clinging to the back of Cameron, but he's never close enough to make it count.
He doesn't want to. You almost need like a oval racing strategy around here. We just count the laps down, save your ERS, stay within contention. So last lap, sock charge it all the way down the straight, DRS open, easy win. But knowing Jamie, he's probably going to want to be in first well before the final lap. King David, he's caught up against Carps. He's gonna he's overtaken through turn 15.
No!
That's dangerous, man. The thing is, I can't even call whose fault was that.
Right,
David's wing is fine. Carps.
I've got nothing.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, hey, first place! This is maybe opportunity. I think he's done it. Has he? I think he has.
He could lose it again into turn 3. That's the Cameron's no pushover. But let's have a look at Jamie's looked after his ERS. They're about the same. Cameron with a little bit less than Jamie, but not by much.
Starting off from turn 3.
He's he's just doing what he needs to, staying with him. Same as Charlie and DJ. Or DXS will be second penalty.
That has happened at that left-hander outside the castle.
His DXS might still get it. He can kiss goodbye to any sort of win unless if the top two crash. But MDJ has seen that and he's going to try and do his best to stay on the podium. George with a 3-second penalty, back down in P12, cutting turn 7 a bit too much. I think George is he's definitely clipped something in the castle.
Oh no, he is definitely clipped. Yes, he's got no wing.
God damn it.
Okay, well, so Charlie's just an MDJ.
Slap. Charlie has done MDJ. Okay.
Why don't you believe me?
I believe you, but I'm also not surprised now that I've seen how much battery is in that Williams. Any more gains for Cameron to be made? Ever so slightly. The thing is, Jamie's probably feeling a little bit less pressure because he's only really here for fun. He's doing Alfa Romeo a favour. Cameron's literally in the championship. He's got potential title rivals behind him, so he's gonna, he's gonna want to pull as many points as he can.
And yes, a great favour being in first place.
Well, help him out in the constructors. Unfortunately for Alfa Romeo, I believe they're 8th in the constructors.
Still helps. I mean, look at Williams.
Williams is 2nd.
I'm talking about the real life Williams. Oh. By the way, I just saw King David clip a bit of his side plate off his wing in the castle.
Yeah, I'll probably have to ask him why. Someone somewhere thought that what King David did was a good idea.
So I'm looking at the constructor situation about the thing we have at the moment.
Yeah, have you got access to the stand-ins? You're on the Discord, right?
Yeah, but I haven't got my phone on.
Ooh, right. Hakim is all over MDJ because MDJ's energy is just not there.
Oh, it's round.
Yeah, can reset to track. That's okay. Just don't get in the way of the McLaren if you're basically doing a standing start. I'd say that one was more racing instant. They tried going through, not really. I can't at least point blame at anyone.
Top silly for this. Here's the thing though, that lap by Cops will count as fast as Sappy's in 10th.
Oh, you say Cops actually got the fastest lap?
Yeah.
Fair play.
That will count though, he's in 10th.
No, I'm just trying to see if anyone is driving Luke Beck's car, because I think he's been in AI for most of the race. If he has, then like F1 Antics and George, they're all going to bump up a position.
I think Morris may have this.
Not necessarily. There's still plenty of time left, and I know that all Cameron's going to be doing is trying to charge his battery. But we've got Hakim behind Jay Marsh now. He's probably going to be alongside him before the DRS.
Symbols.
There we go. Oh no, there's someone been spun. Who's that?
Yeah, it's Charlie.
Oh no, Cops.
No!
Safety car again.
Safety car.
Oh, this is really opening up a can of worms that most of these guys didn't want to eat. They couldn't.
I didn't know we could get a safety car at this point.
I think lap 23 it's like the final one, because after lap 24 it would just be like VSCs. Right, they can pit for softs.
Right,
maybe likes of J Marsh, King David, F1 Antics. Yeah, I think F1 Antics is going to go for another set of softs, especially George. George has probably got the biggest smile on anyone now, but unfortunately I think it means that Carps is unlikely going to hold on to that fastest lap.
Now that safety car most likely be out for just this one lap.
Yeah, George is staying out. Let's have a look at his tyres. Oh yeah, they're only like one lap old anyway, he doesn't need to stop. They basically all stayed out. I guess why would they really? It's just going to be even tighter, and it's an excuse for these guys to catch up a bit.
But I'll tell you what.
It might put them. Yeah, go on, mate. Sorry.
And that when the entire field does get like scrunched up and McNell immediately song on the effect across the line, that does not do any favours with DBX and his penalty. Oh, and DJ's pitted.
Oh.
Very short. Well, he actually to be fair.
Jay Marsh is in. I knew most of these medium runners, if they can just come in without giving up their track position. Well, no, it's because I reckon that they can claw at the guys that are actually leading the race. I don't think we're actually going to have DRS enabled again, so it's going to be all about traction, you know, the normal way of overtaking through a corner. Yeah, they're all on the softs. Let's have a look at Luke. Yeah, Luke's not in his car, so I doubt he'll be classified.
Back to that old method and that being power!
Yeah, well, the good news, I guess, is lap 23. Yeah, lap 24, though, the top 10 are going to get points, regardless now. However, with DXS and the mediums, but then every single car behind him is on the softs. It could prove problematic for the likes of Jamie and Cameron if people like Charlie or MDJ can get through and have a go at them. I've just got a feeling that at the end of this race it's just going to be a mess now. Absolute mess. In terms of the finishing order, because this is... the results from this race have already been thrown into a blender, and it's not going to wait for everyone. George hasn't caught up, F1 Antics hasn't caught up, King David's barely caught up, but I think he'll stay with the pack. I guess the best thing George and F1 Antics can do, they're free to fight for the fastest lap.
I was saying any one of them could possibly get it, since it's one of them getting something like them.
Right. After this safety car then, going to be 3... no, not even 3, 2 laps to the end. Definitely no DRS will be enabled for the rest of the race. I hope you've all got enough battery. Akim!
Oh no!
Don't worry, we can have those removed, it's fine.
Go, 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 go! Oi! That's a dodgy camera angle I had there. Whoa! Hacken, you nearly lost it.
See, this is the sort of like F1 sprint races that you want to see. There's not really anywhere for them to go
though. To be
though.
fair, the sprint races have been quite interesting so far.
I've hated the F1 sprint races. Every single one of them. Or, yeah, literally 2 of them.
Really? Even the silver segment?
How boring. It's literally adding nothing to the sport.
Well, we'll see a bit of difference of opinion there, but let's focus on this.
Yeah. I think most of the guys know my opinions of the sprint races anyway. But despite being on 2 compounds harder than most of the field, Jamie and Cameron pulled a second on DXS. DXS more than well, I think it's almost confirmed now that he's not going to keep his podium unless he can keep pulling. He's got 1.5 second in a lap, and MDJ has pushed a bit too much. Just needs to keep pushing even more. J Marshall up into P4, MDJ down in P5, Hakim P6. They're so close, nose to tail. These guys, they're bump drafting each other through one of the right-handers, the fastest corners on the track. Well, 3 in the bed, as someone would say. Definitely a 4-way fight for P5 by the looks of it, P4, 5. David is definitely gonna, I know for a fact you'll be sending that on DXS. He's a good lad. Last lap though, there's not really a lot Cameron can do now. No, I think, how's MDG come from like P4 to P8? Has he been hit or something? Unless if he's still carrying floor damage from the collision with King David earlier.
He is missing a left end pipe.
So if I could give all of them a podium, I would.
Oh no, Marsh is so close to the podium. Don't lose it now.
Yeah, the fight for the podium's literally between J Marsh and Charlie. Charlie about as close as he pretty well needs to be. I do hope that, because DXS knows he's got a penalty. Oh my god, that's
a big one.
that's very...
King David crashed!
Has he gone round? Oh my god, careful man, that's a bit dangerous.
Go to lead, he's back to finish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big crash! No!
Oh, DXS has crashed as well. Right.
Oh, more crashes than hitting each other in the back.
Here's a win for Jamie Morris. MDJ P3, Charlie Congdon P4, Hacking P5, Luke Better finished P6 but will drop down. It's lucky for the guys on the final lap that they are still going to get points. It was 2 separate accidents. That's a point as well. Some of the guys will have 5 seconds. Anyone who has got a 5-second penalty, please submit it into the instance in Discord, just so that we have a sort of video proof of what we know what we're dealing with. It's like a 8-bit rendition of camera that's just appeared on my screen.
No, I don't know.
But yeah, that's your man. Not a stranger to winning races anymore. Let's have a look at good old race director.
Oi, what happened there at the end?
Yeah, that was mad. We kind of needed eyes everywhere, to be honest. Right, your full grid rundown then. Jamie Morris wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for Alfa Romeo. Cameron Dowd's P2, come from 19th on the grid though. Really, really good job from the Mercedes driver. And MDJ, despite all of that, will retain P3 on the line. Charlie Congdon P4 for AlphaTauri is still, yeah, this is AlphaTauri's first point scoring of the season. Would you believe it? George out of anyone, P5 for McLaren, getting very lucky. And Hakim, P6 for Ferrari. F1 Antics, P7 for Red Bull on his reservation for one of the drivers. Lubeck is classified P8 for Aston Martin, but that could change since he wasn't in control of his car. So I will give probably an extra position to DXS P9 Alpine, David P10 for Alpine, and J Marsh P10 will more than likely inherit P10 from McLaren. Carps P12 for Aston Martin, another the DNFs, Pitch Black P13, Echo, Red Bull, they've all just had accidents of their own. Turbo P15, Ninja P16, Tamer P17, Resfire 18th, and Blue crashing up very early on P19. Just to say, who would actually have the fastest lap now from the top 10? It's 41.5 I can see from Hakim, so I think Hakim's going to get the fastest lap.
Yeah, looks like it.
Right, I'm going to start a party then and try and get the guys in for interview. Yeah, if you've got a head off, man, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's definitely proved to be a different kind of race, at least. Where's Cameron? Canada next week. Yeah, I'll see you next week, man. Guys joining the podium. I'm not sure if, or I can't find Jamie on my friends list. Wait, it's not like loading it in as an option for him to join the party. We'll try again. Yeah, cheers, man. Yeah, it's just not it's not loading him up for me.
No, I got him.
Just waiting on the Dutchman.
Yeah, we've got all of us in there.
Right, good stuff. I would like to start us off as soon as I can, but I've still got the. I don't know about you lot, if we've actually loaded back into the lobby or not.
I left the stand.
No, we haven't. With podium.
No, we have not.
Well, that's fine, I can just do it here anyway. MDJ, not the best of quality performances if I've ever seen them, but race pace, better luck. What is it that came your way that really gave you the advantage in the race?
I mean, in the race I had no advantage at all. It was pure luck by people crashing out or making mistakes. Except for my start, I gained about 4 or 5 places. And at the last corner, where I also gained about 4 or 5 places because of a crash pile-up. But if two laps before the final lap, I got brake checked by DXS. If that did not happen, I would have probably be P1, since I was on fresh softs and catching them really quickly. But it's a shame that I got brake checked and got wing damage. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I think Gamey noticed that you had wing damage toward the end of the race, but I swear you were behind Charlie still. How did it come about of you actually ending up on the podium then? Considering, I think you started the final lap in P8.
Yeah. In the lap before that was still P4, and then on the last lap, I just got overtaken by everyone. I was P9 actually. At some point I was P9, and then on the last corner on the straight, about 4 or 5 people just crashed, and I took advantage of it and got P3.
Any words about how your teammates' race went? I don't know if he was communicating with you. I know something happened at the castle.
Yeah. From what I could hear of him, someone, a Haas driver, crashed before castle section, and he crashed into that Haas driver.
Yeah, so I didn't know if he'd actually been rear-ended by someone going into the castle. I've been a bit worried about it. But overall, at least with constructors, it is a podium. I know that you guys at Williams, you've got decent pace to be a challenging pair of drivers, but you still think you can start chipping away at Mercedes, even though it's not going to be
we definitely can, but it's just the luck that we did not have this week and last week. I mean, last week one of us just retired, and this week as well. So it's not working with us. Next week we need to look at it and make sure we both finish in the points.
Yep, I definitely can't fault either of your commitment or your consistency, and it is proving to be working somewhat, but we'll see next week and see how it goes. We're going to move on to P2. Cameron, start from the back. I know that we were joking before about you're going to win the race. Unfortunately, it wasn't the win today, but podium at least, like P2 from P19. Come on.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm not very happy that a safety car came out with 3 laps to go. I don't know what ERS Jamie was on, but I know I was on 100 and I was saving it right for the last lap. And I was deliberately staying behind him because when he went past me I knew what I was going to do, and I had through the first sector he was a few tenths quicker, but through the middle sector, I don't know, it must just be wheel. The middle sector with the castle section especially, the wheel seems OP through there, so I was able to stick with him every lap, and had that safety car not came out, I think I could have won the race had I not made a mistake. But overall, yeah, from 19th from last, I'm quite happy. I think I went up 12 places in the first 3 laps, so that's not bad. And yeah, quite happy. Again, that safety car. In the party, I wasn't very happy because I was in with Carps and Blue, because Blue's been my race engineer after he crashed. But yeah, it was a good race overall. It was good battling through the field, and yeah, GG to Jamie, who did a good job and deserved the win.
Literally covered everything I could possibly ask you. I mean, P19 to P2 is a hell of an achievement.
Yeah.
Going to move on to Jamie, if you're here.
Yeah.
I know P19 to P2 is an achievement, but you actually did one better before, P19 to P1. You got another win here today. Let's take us through your race then. Like, all the preparation, like you clearly had the pace in quali, and did the safety cars really bother you much? Did you ever feel under threat during the race?
Yeah, all the time, basically, because I knew Cameron was going to be a threat. Like Cameron said, he gained a lot of position at the start, and I noticed he set the fastest lap as well before our pit stop. So I always knew he was going to be a threat. And when Ninja pitted, that's when I started to push it really hard on the soft compound tyres. And you're probably wondering why I changed the front wing. That's because coming out of turn 16, that left-hander, I got on the curb and hit the wall. Luckily, I didn't lose my wheel because it looked like I was about to lose my wheel, but I managed to save the car. So I pitted anyway because obviously I got to change from soft to hard. But yeah, that front wing change was not ideal, and it cost me a lot of time. When I rejoined behind Charlie, I knew I lost a lot of time because Nathan had a good outlap, and Charlie was ahead of me too, and I pitched black behind me. Then Nathan crashed, and the first safety car actually helped me because it brought me back into play. It allowed me to get closer to Charlie, and obviously it helped Cameron because he was able to do mediums to hards, basically the same strategy as us, but one lap later. And yeah, I knew I had to fight him on the track, and Cameron said he was saving the EOS throughout when he was behind me. So I always kind of had the feeling that he was saving the EOS because I knew he could have just gone for it if he wanted to. But so I tried to save the EOS, and obviously when it came to, without the safety car, when it came to the last lap, we'll both just use it, obliterate it on the straight, which didn't happen sadly. But I knew Cameron was always going to be a threat in that race, and yeah, particularly good race at Baku. Nothing really happened except quite a few safety cars and virtuals, but yeah, I'm quite happy with that race.
Again, you've really covered everything. At least I don't know if we were expecting you here next week. Unlikely, since I think the Alfa Romeo original pairing are going to be back. But you've definitely done them the biggest favour possible, and at least I think that they can be happy.
Yeah, I'm glad for them, happy for them.
Right, as of next week, guys, Canadian Grand Prix, your thoughts on that?
Gonna go first, Mikey.
Weather is looking light cloud at the moment. Set to be dry.
I mean, Canadian Grand Prix was not my lucky charm of a track, so I hope it will be good. If not, then I'll have to deal with it.
Cameron, thoughts on Canada?
He left the party.
No, he's gone. Anyway, I would say that Canada is kind of similar to Baku. Probably not as high speed, but it's long straights into heavy braking zones, so at least you've got some practice for that. Jamie, just your thoughts on Canada?
Not a good track for me, so if I am racing there, I'm not expecting anything good from there, so yeah.
Well, I think for MDJ's sake that you're not going to be there. I only mean that in a friendly manner. Anyway, I mean, thanks for stepping up today, man. I almost had a full grid, but I think Phelan also had issues trying to join the lobby due to Cody's servers still being a bit specky. Nhrl activity for the next week. If you enjoyed what you've seen here today, again, you're going to have to wait a few weeks to see Division 2 take on Baku. They've got the Monaco Grand Prix next week. And guys doing the Rally Championship, remember to get your times in before 10 PM on Sunday. It's the Argentinian Rally. The stages are in the PlayStation chat. Like I said, Division 1 heading to the Canadian Grand Prix next week, set to be dry, hoping to have another great race there again. So congratulations again to the top three. We'll see you next week in Canada.